العوامل الأساسية لنجاح التغيير أولاً أن نقوم بإدارة التغيير كعملية وليس كحدث منفصل. فضروري جدا أن نتعامل مع أن هذا التغيير مستمر طويل الأمد. التعامل معه يجب أن يكون بحذر عن طريق قراءة الوضع. هذا سيساعد أكثر في إدارة التغيير بفعالية أكبر. التواصل طبعا الفعال مع كل الأفراد ومع كل الأطراف عن طريق القنوات الرسمية، التعاميم، وأيضا عن طريق القنوات الغير رسمية وهي اللقاءات الغير رسمية. إشراك أصحاب المصلحة بشكل من البداية وقبل أن نقوم بالتغيير، ما نفاجئهم بالتغيير فجأة، ولكن يجب أن نعدهم لهذا التغيير. استخدام البيانات والتحليلات المستمرة حتى نستطيع قياس أين نحن من هذا التغيير وكيف يمكننا تطويره. تحفيز الموظفين أيضا في هذه المرحلة كلها. طبعا هم يمرون بتحديات كبيرة، المشاعر أكيد دائما تكون قلقة، فضروري أن يعني ننتبه لهذا الجانب وأن نقوم بتحفيزهم عن طريق مبادرات بسيطة تستطيع منها أن ترفع من معنوياتهم. طبعا النتائج التي حققناها في إدارة التغيير هذه أولا أنه قدمنا خدماتنا في الوقت المناسب بدون أي تعطيل. كان المفروض أنه أول منفعة تصرف للموظفين في شهر 1 2024، والحمد لله صرفت في وقتها المناسب. طبعا الشكر أقدمه لموظفي صندوق الحماية الاجتماعية الذي أبدوا التزامهم بشكل كبير في تلك المرحلة. معدلات رضا الموظفين كانت معتدلة. طبعا كنا نتمنى أنها تكون عالية، ولكن من المتوقع جدا أن في مرحلة مثل هذه المرحلة وتغيير كبير مثل اللي حصل أنه رضا الموظفين ما يكون يعني مستوى عالي جدا، ولكن عطانا هذا حافز أن نفهم ما هي التحديات التي يواجهها الموظفين ونستطيع التعامل معه. طبعا يمكن الوسام الذي يعني حفزنا كثيرا أن نعمل للمستقبل بشكل أفضل هو حصولنا على شهادة استحقاق مع إشادة خاصة لإدارة التغيير الداخلي عن طريق الإيسا. شكرا جزيلا.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And you covered quite a few things, and I think I want to remark the importance of making sure the continuity of the services during the change, which is something I take away, which is something that also was mentioned by Ben, and the importance of leadership in the organization to encourage and establish this environment of change. Please, Sujata, please, if you can share your experiences on engaging the different stakeholders, please.
Thank you. We strongly believe in leveraging on technology for change management. Of course, because of our geographical nature, we need to depend on technology, highly depend on technology. However, customer-centric and solutions is what we look for. And in this, we've seen that our country is actually, we have 100% literacy, and the internet usage is very high across the country. So even the elderly are very savvy with their phones, and they do use it. So we do leverage on this, and we introduce systems. And in addition to this, we do conduct trainings or sessions with the elderlies, not just for our system but even for social media and things, so that they can actually engage with this and get used to this kind of technology, how to use your phones other than receiving the calls. So because a big clientele of ours is the elderly population, so we engage with them, we see what are the things they would like to see, how it makes it easier to them. So this is one feedback we take from them. In addition to this, I will just refocus on not just these things, but I think one of the biggest or the most important customers we deal, or the most important stakeholders we deal with, is our own staff. And their buy-in to all these changes or all these technologies or new services that we introduce, to keep it customer focused, to keep it customer centric, it's important that everyone has a common goal that we work for. So we work with our staff to make sure that, like she mentioned, the staff satisfaction rate is high. We make sure that we engage and see what their needs are in their working environment. So, for example, we found out that we have a number of staff from different islands, and they would like to work from their home islands rather than coming to office. So we introduced working from home kind of thing where, we have just twice a year they have to come to the office. We have set times, targets, and then the rest of the time they're working from home, which has actually led to highly productive staff engagement from islands. And we are again, using our technology to make sure that things are happening on time. So I believe that apart from just outside, we need to think of things how it is working inside, how satisfied your internal customers are, what are their ideas on how we could improve the systems. I think these are very important considerations we need to make when we are talking about change management. So these are a few of the things that we have implemented so far. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's important to get the buy-in from everyone. I think one of the elements I get, and of course leveraging technology to change, but it's important to understand the training and understand the customers and understand even both external and internal customers, as also Kari-Pekka was also mentioning. So last but not least, Mr. Idris, maybe I'll go to you to get your insights on how you've addressed the different stakeholders in managing change in your organization, please.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Sur ce point, je vais vous présenter une petite anecdote rapidement. Vous savez, l'an dernier en Côte d'Ivoire, l'État ivoirien a instauré une nouvelle prestation. Voilà, une nouvelle prestation qu'on devait servir, et on nous a donné 2 mois, et 2 mois à peine pour l'implémenter. Évidemment, on était tous perdus parce que vous savez un peu les systèmes d'exploitation qu'on a pour instaurer une nouvelle prestation en 2 mois, c'était pas évident. Mais on a quand même réussi ce pari. Voilà. On a pu le réussir pour des éléments qu'on a abordés ici, parce que nous sommes sur une approche qui dit que lorsque d'abord en on a une organisation qui est agile, c'est-à-dire qui, dans le cas d'espèce, est orientée client et qui est flexible, on peut faire de grandes choses. De 2, lorsqu'on a un leadership qui est assumé, qui est admis de tous, évidemment, ça permet de supprimer beaucoup de barrières, ça permet à l'ensemble des acteurs d'être impliqués dans une activité. Et pour nous, c'est important. Évidemment, 3e élément qui est le socle, ce sont les ressources humaines. Voilà, quand vous avez pris le pli de vraiment, je parle même du départ, de recruter des personnes qui en tout cas épousent votre objectif, qui comprennent l'activité, ou bien de former tout le monde à comprendre vos enjeux, d'avoir, comme on le dit, les bonnes personnes aux bonnes places, l'ensemble de vos changements se fait vraiment avec beaucoup d'aisance. Donc, en quelques mots, pour nous, pour tout ce qu'on a, parce que le monde actuel, hélas, comme on le dit, on aura de moins en moins de confort dans l'activité parce que les populations sont exigeantes, nos États sont de plus en plus aussi impatients d'avoir de nouvelles choses. Donc, on a cette contrainte-là d'avoir des systèmes de plus en plus agiles, mais aussi qui reposent sur, je le dis encore, des ressources humaines de qualité. Voilà. Parce que, comme on le dit, quand vous mettez des bonnes personnes aux bonnes places, les choses paraissent beaucoup plus faciles. Donc vraiment, en 2 mots, l'investissement premier, c'est vraiment de travailler sur les organisations qui sont flexibles, mais de 2, tout faire pour avoir des personnes qui sont vraiment bien formées, motivées et qui comprennent notre leadership. Voilà, voilà les éléments que je voulais dire succinctement sur ce point. Merci.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Excellent. So I think it coincides with other implementation, other aspects around being agile and flexible as part of the organization itself to build this, and the profiles that you need to be able to implement in such a short time a lot of the changes. So I'm taking a couple of key elements before I actually before we take 1-2 questions quickly off the floor. I'll hand it to Ben for any feedback. What do you think? I mean, you heard a lot of experiences experiences and approaches to change management. Maybe you can share some of your insight before we take some questions from the floor.
Yes, thank you. Well, let me try. I think, first of all, what I hear a lot is it's about creating ownership among your people within the organization. I hear a lot of examples of it, how to build competence among them and how to use strength that you have within your organization and within your people already, and how you can foster bottom-up initiatives and actually engage people to work with you on the change. And that takes perseverance, and I heard several examples of how it is hard work. It's not easy to change, but it can also be fun and it can be rewarding, and we hear success stories and how people are rewarded, and I think we can also maybe emphasize a bit more on that. So change actually can be a lot of fun. Actually, we're changed throughout our lives, and many changes that we go through we do like in a way, right? So we can learn from that and look into best practices, not to just copy like it worked there, so it probably works here, but what is in it that we would like to take along, and how can we learn from that? So I think if we sum up, we can see that change actually is only about behavior of people, and how do you get to behavior of people? Mostly through your own behavior. And then being in dialogue, being in touch with people, and genuinely listen, hear what they say, and take that into account. It's often a tough job because we have our own experience. We already think that we know what may be the right way to do here, but it will only give us very focused types of solutions where we can ideally tap on all the different backgrounds and needs. So I think those are some things to take with us.
Thank you, Ren. Maybe I can, that's all part of a journey to institutionalize change, as we were talking about, and to build it into a process within the organization and with our customers to better serve them over time. Maybe I can take 1 or 2 questions quickly from the floor if there are any questions for our members. I see 1 hand, 2 hands over there, so maybe I will give the benefit for the quick hands, please. If you can introduce yourself briefly and say which institution and country you are in. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. My name is Mohamed Fouad Dabo. I come from Sierra Leone, and I work with the National Social Security Insurance Trust, the state pension. I have 2 questions. One is for Prof, and the other question is for the panelist. Change generally is a future phenomenon, and it is a platform that you want to create for a betterment of our organization in a way. Prof, you mentioned a good number of examples and issues that we should look at. I want you to tell me what are the triggers that a change agent should look for, either in the behavioral patterns of